What's up, my crypto legends? How is everyone doing? Let me know if you can hear me, if you can see me right away in the comment section, because I've been having some technical issues. Guys, we're going to analyze the situation for Bitcoin. We're going to take a look at this fractal again. We're also going to take a look here at the 30-minute chart, okay? Zooming in to see if we can find some scalping day trade opportunities, of course. I do see the BTC price potentially continuing to the downside. The reason why we did get this major kind of double bottom, okay, we've got a double bottom right over here. Is it going to manage to come all the way back up here to the $30,600 range where we got heavily rejected? Now, the reason why we got heavily rejected from this range, we know that this was a major important level, okay, that we could have that corrective move from this point mentioned yesterday. I was waiting for a little bit of more volatility, a little bit of more few attempts, but also we did mention on the live stream that if we did break, okay, this kind of last lower high region, that it was very, very likely going to have that continuation to the downside. Now, many reasons. We know that this has been the value area high from the volume trade of the last 25 days. As you can see, big resistance, okay, big consolidation over here before actually getting major rejection from the $32,000 range here, where we saw this kind of diamond pattern, multiple attempts, very successful short from this range, because we were also talking about this scenario over here, this major fractal from December of 2021 playing out beautifully. All right, very similar kind of price action. And also why we got rejected here. We sliced straight through, got rejected from this range. And if we take a look at the VPVR, but not on the side here, looking at the SVP, all right, the VPVR on each day, you can clearly see there was this big major consolidation. You can see the point of control right at this level also getting rejected from this range. So also, one of the main reasons we did get this bounce from this level, okay, just looking at VPVR, looking at fib levels, we had the biggest point of control being at this region. Right now, it is at the $29,700, round about where we're trading now because of this consolidation. But just a few days ago, it was right over here, right at this range, just at the $29,300, where we did get that bounce. And also taking a look at fib levels from this lowest point, okay, from this big massive pump, we were hitting the 618, the 0.65, okay, Fibonacci range right over here, and getting those bounces from this level. Now, your question might be, Are we going to go to lower levels, or are we going to go to higher levels? And this is something that we're going to discuss in today's episode, in today's live stream, sorry. I do think that it is highly probable that we're actually going to roll back down, that this is not going to be a double bottom. We're not going to hit this range in the next coming days. I think we're going to roll down from this level to retest the $28,600 area. This is our next big major support level here. Value area low. So I think, you know, with this massive big pressure, I think continuation to the downside, there is a slightly more probability in this happening, because we're also taking a look at this fractal from December of 2021. Okay, big consolidation right over here, pumps and dumps right there just after getting this big major rejection. Very, very similar price action. So everything points out that, you know, weekend might be boring, and I think consolidation and a little bit of slight continuation to the downside is very, very likely. Now, is this a trading range? Is there a trading opportunity at this level? Well, in my opinion, no. If I'm personally already in some trades, if you didn't actually short this level and take profits at these lows and protect your position, then of course, yeah, shorting here is a little bit risky. You know, this for me is no trading zone, all right? Because we can actually do a double bottom and come all the way up here and come down here. I think there is slightly more possibility in getting a little bit of volatility and consolidation and continuing back down to retest the $28,600. Now, I'm going to ask a question here in the poll before I go through the comment section. We can take a look at many other markets. Okay, guys, S&P 500 looking pretty bearish. DXY is having a little bit of a pump here. All right, we did see yesterday getting a little bit of a pump, as you can see, creating a slightly higher low over here. Is it going to manage to break and continue back up? And this is going to be very, very bearish for Bitcoin. We can analyze the situation here, but we can take a look at the Bitcoin dominance. Also, I think Bitcoin dominance is ready for a correction. It's kind of forming an ascending wedge. Okay, it's kind of getting exhausted, as you can see here on the chart. And it looks like that if we do see that correction on the Bitcoin dominance in the next coming days, this is going to be very good, because a lot of the altcoins are kind of creating a double bottom. They are retesting the lows, such as Ethereum, Solana. Okay, Solana is at about $35 at this moment. You're looking for that potential double bottom. If Bitcoin does behave a little bit, okay, a little bit of sideways action, and the Bitcoin dominance does have a correction in the coming days, this means that the altcoins could get a big bounce. All right, so we'd have to analyze on the Bitcoin dominance, you know, from what major support levels do we need to break, okay, to actually confirm that it might be really good for the altcoins for a relief rally, where we could take some opportunities also trading. Now, I want to ask on the poll, guys, we got 55 likes and we got almost 250 people watching at this moment. I need some support from you right away. I need you to smash up the like button all together at this moment. Absolutely insane support from you guys. And I want to ask, what comes first? What comes first, guys? If you take a look at the BTC price, all right, let's just zoom out here on the 2 hourly right away, okay, and just take a look at this chart. And what I'm going to ask you, right, we are at the $30,000 range, okay? Just say we are trading around about the $30,000 level. What comes first? Do we actually pump and come to $35,000? Or do we dump and come to $25,000 range? What comes first, 25K or 35K? And I'm going to ask, does 25K Bitcoin come first? Hang on 1 second. Does 25K Bitcoin come first? First, then 35K. Let me know, guys, in the comment section. Does 25K come first, then 35K? Let me know. And I'm going to go straight through the comment section right away. I got the comment section here lagging a little bit. Right, I'm going to go through the comment section, say hello, and let's take a look at some altcoins. Let's also focus on Bitcoin analysis Of course, I want to let you know that I am in a trade. I did actually add to my position as soon as we started falling from this support line that we did talk about yesterday. Yesterday, we were talking about this scenario over here on Bitcoin. All right, this kind of ascending channel. I did get someone in the community, in the comment section saying, you know, is this a bear flag? And it did look very much like a bear flag, right? Where we are hitting this major resistance. We're saying, right, or we either consolidate at this level, or if we start losing, you know, the last lower high, or higher low, sorry, over here, then it's going to be looking very, very bearish. I started adding to my short position over here to enter, to have a price entry around about the $3,800, and I'm still in that position. I've been actually taking profits at this low over here after this consolidation, just in case you do get that double bottom. All right, I am totally protected from my position. As you can see here on Bybit, guys, I did have a position here, remember, round about the 31,800, taking a lot of profits. After we started falling back down, I added to my position, got an average entry all the way here to round about the $30,700 range, taking profits all the way down here. So yeah, just kind of playing that game, guys. So let's just go through the comment section and let's take a look at some altcoins. Why not? Monk Labs, hey, what's up, Andy? What's up, Monk? How are you doing? Please do BNB today as well. Okay, we can take a look at BNB. I'm just going to go quickly through the comment section, get BNB ready and see what's going on with BNB. Let's zoom out on the 3 daily chart. Long time we haven't checked out BNB. I got a little bit of a mess here. This chart needs a clean. And then I'm going to go through the comment section, say hello to the community. Seb, thank you very much for joining. I got here my moderators, Seb, Mark Dutch, Joseph. Hey guys, thank you very much for joining the live stream. Yeah, they're all making fun of me, these moderators, because of my Spanish Wi-Fi. Yeah. Let's go through the comment section. Oh my goodness, so many comments right now. I think a lot of people, I got Nepalese saying that 25K is coming first. Esco is saying that 35K is coming first. 28K, yeah, well, 28K obviously. 35K approx expected. Wow. 35K, too many bearish people. Counter trade these dumb fuckers. Wow. Absolutely insane. Esco, hey Andy, can you do BNB? Yeah, I'm going to take a look at BNB right away. Let's take a look. We got I've got 100 votes already in the poll. You know, does 25K come first? And people say yes. 63 of the people say yes. We got 38% of the people saying no. So there's a little bit more people bearish. We got Jake saying 25K. Let's go to 20K or even 15K, says Nepalese. Wow, I mean, 15K Bitcoin would be absolutely insane. I would be actually really happy if we went down to 15K. I've got a bunch of stable coins that I do not know what to do with them. And if we go to 15K Bitcoin, then I will know what to do. Buy a bunch of Bitcoin. Let's say, wake me up at 12K, says Kevin. I actually, you know, went through Twitter, okay, and I'm going to do BNB right now. We can do some analysis on BNB. I went through Twitter and, you know, a lot of people, you know, saying that they're dollar cost averaging, and in the comment section of, you know, these people saying that they're, you know, dollar cost averaging is ideal right now at these price levels. So many people are saying, I am waiting for lower. I am waiting for lower. I am waiting for 20K Bitcoin. I am waiting for 22K Bitcoin. And, you know, what usually happens with all those people that do not dollar cost average and wait for lower, they miss out big time at these price levels. Because can we go lower? Yes, of course we can. But dollar cost average at this range is, in my personal opinion, the best strategy if you want to accumulate Bitcoin for the next coming years. As long as it hits 25K, I will ducking buy. Absolutely. Absolutely. Tracy, how are you doing? Tim, hello. Let's go to 15K. That would be awesome, says Jake. Absolutely. I'll sell all of my gold and car for 15,000 Bitcoin. I mean, this is the thing. Look how many people want to buy Bitcoin at $15,000. So the thing is, it might never, ever happen. You know, maybe $15,000 Bitcoin, it just won't happen. There's so many buying interest at those levels. Right, let's take a look. Andy, what's your opinion on the bearish price target of 21K-ish, which is also 200 MA weekly? I think it is very, very possible. I think it's possible that Bitcoin could actually, slightly drop below $25,000, 24, 23, 22, but not successfully breaking down 20K. I don't see Bitcoin trading much time before 20K. Actually, I don't even think it's going to ever trade below $20,000. But never say never. We could have an insane black swan event, massive recession, and it could lead the price of Bitcoin going down below $20,000. This is very, very possible. I mean, I wouldn't mind it. I would just say I don't think it's very, very likely. Okay, I'm going to take a look at BNB. First BNB, and I'll go through the super chat right away here from Nepalese. Thanks for the super chat. Thanks for the $10, my man. Let's take a look at BNB. And I think I'm just going to change the chart because this has been, just old analysis here. Long time since I haven't taken a look at BNB, and I would like to get a nice clean chart. Right. Let's take a look at BNB and take a look at the major zone levels. We've got BNB at the $200 range, BNB $200 range. It looks like it's a very, very solid level. Why is it a solid level? Because we had a reaccumulation here back in March, February, March of 2021. Reaccumulation, as you can see, and this has been a major level. Remember in the summer of 2021 when we did have that big massive drop in May on BNB went from almost $700 all the way down to $216, even wicking down that range. I mean, this was a drop of over 60%, as you can see here, 68% drop. Now, of course, this major consolidation that we did have managed to hold as support. So we are basically, trying to look for nice accumulation zones. I think this level over here on BNB is very, very good. All right, the $200 range. I think a potential retest is very, very likely. It's very, very likely in the coming weeks. I do think BNB will retest several times 200 or even below $200, creating kind of a descending wedge. Something like this, consolidation, and then get ready for a big massive breakout. It's just very, very likely to happen. I remember being seeing a lot of people very, very bearish. And of course, this kind of price action makes people even more bearish, right? Where you do drop and retest the lows. You have a kind of a fake breakout. Then people get extremely, extremely bearish, more bearish. Then you have another slightly fake out over here, more bearish. And then you kind of form a descending wedge scenario till you actually break the resistance of the descending wedge. So in my personal opinion, retesting down to the $200 on BNB is very, very possible. Of course, can we have more relief rally? Yes, of course we can. I think a possible ABC scenario is very, very possible. From the start of the drop from April here, I would get Fibonacci levels. We actually got rejected from the 50% to perfection, pumping slightly above the 50%. The big major drop here on BNB started here at the $460 on the 6th of April, 6th of April. It started dropping here, and the last major big drop on BNB was on the 12th of May. As you can see, did have a big massive dead cat bounce all the way up to the 50% Fibonacci retracement, getting that rejection here to perfection. All right, we do have also a major level right over here, as you can see. Big major zone that we did actually get a couple of bounces as support. So that was a very good shorting opportunity. It was. You have pretty nice confluence. You have big support here, bouncing several times. This was in January and in February, bouncing from the $330 range. We dropped here aggressively, pumped to the 50% Fibonacci from the drop, and hitting that major support, turning into resistance. Enough confluence for me to actually, take that short position. So zooming in here right now, what could potentially happen? I think we are very, very likely going to form a kind of descending triangle right there on on BNB. Let me zoom in here on the 1 hourly. I don't want to focus too much on the price. The possibilities in having an ABC correction here are very high. If we do break the resistance from these lower highs, all right, in the next coming days, then this is going to very likely going to have a leg up to the 618. We're looking for that 618, and we also, you know, what the reason why is because we're looking for that ABC correction and then continuation to the downside. It's very likely to happen, guys. I do see much more bearishness in the coming months. We are just going to have relief pumps in crypto, in my personal opinion. When we have this aggressive fall and this kind of aggressive bear market, crypto doesn't have a V-shaped recovery. It's going to take quite some time, all right, to have a big recovery. I think it's just going to consolidate and go slightly to the downside and sideways. But those relief pumps are very likely. If BNB does manage to go to the 618, $363 in the coming days, you know, if we do break this resistance, you could arguably discuss that we are going to have that leg up to this level. That is going to be a major level of rejection for potential continuation to the downside. So yeah, let me just take a look at VPVR levels if we have any major spikes. I mean, this is yeah, look at this. If I just zoom out here on the 4 hourly, the trading range in between, you know, January of 2022 till today, all right, we got 6 months of trading. Inside of these 6 months of trading, we have, you know, a big massive consolidation in between 330 and 450, making this big massive volume profile wall here. So the value area low is very likely going to be huge resistance. Where is this value area low? This value area low is exactly at the 618, the $360. So if BNB does have that ABC correction here all the way up to the 618, it's an ideal short in my opinion. This would be an ideal short if we go up there. $360, huge level, 618 from the massive drop. And if you know, there's a really nice day trade, small swing trade here, trading the $363 all the way down at least to the 330. You know, the likelihood of us coming back down to retest these lows after hitting the 618, $360 on BNB is just, it's a high probable trade. This is a high probability trade where you can make some gains. I'll tell you what, I will be putting an alarm on this right away at this level, slightly below 360. I will be putting an alert here on BNB at 360 for a potential trade. I'll get a message on my phone, check out the charts, check out these levels, and see if there's going to be a nice shorting opportunity. So yeah, that leg up is very possible on BNB. Of course, if we start breaking here the $290 lows, it's very likely that we'll be heading all the way down to at least the 618 from this actual pump over here of this relief rally. So I'll be looking for the $250 approximately if we do break this low, having that leg down. Very likely to happen also. Anyway, let's take a look at the super chat here that I do have. I've been a little bit too long, but BNB, it's worth the analysis. It's a very solid, of course, cryptocurrency from Binance, and it has a lot of liquidity, and you know, you can make some gains. It's not too volatile. It does respect some levels here, looking at the technicals. So it's definitely worth to take 5-10 minutes looking at the, you know, potential opportunity areas on BNB. I really like this one here at the $360. I'm not sure if we're going to reach there, but if we do, I do think that we're going to get heavily rejected from this value area low and the 618 from this major drop. ABC correction to continue back down. It's just very likely to happen. Continue the trend to the downside. Hey Andy, Nepalese, thank you for the $10. Hey Andy, can you please look, check out Eternity Chain? Absolutely, let's take a look at Eternity Chain right away. Why not? Let's take a look at Eternity Chain. What's going on with Eternity Chain? Right, I would like a little bit of more price data if this is possible here. ERN USD. Right, let's take a look at the daily. Wow, this one had a, yeah, it's yeah, I mean, this is the thing about this one. This one actually got into the set, you know, the hype in 2021, you know, just after July. You know, we got July Bitcoin trading at $30,000 range, and then going to all-time highs again in November. And Eternity had that hype in that moment, all right, in between August and November. So this is one of those cryptos, in my opinion, that is just going to have a large, boring consolidation. 596, this must be a 20, 30 million market capitalization, and it's just going to take a long time. A long time. It's going to be boring sideways action, some relief rallies, some dumps here below this range. But I would say that this is very close to the bottom area. If this is a good project, and I don't know, I have no idea, this is going to go sideways for a long time, guys. This is basically the very end of the big massive drop. And after this, you have a large consolidation. You know, best example would be taking a look at ADA, all right? Taking a look at ADA. You know, for the last few years, where we did have this huge market cycle, and it just went boring for a couple of years. It just went boring. Of course, you did have those relief rallies. So in my personal opinion, you know, Eternity chain is, we are at these potential levels, right, where we are going to see relief pumps, but it's just going to take many months just to have a large reaccumulation, a massive accumulation zone for 1-2 years. If you do take a look at these two charts, okay, you can see these kind of two spikes. You know, this is a kind of a classic market cycle, okay, where you do have big massive spikes here, as you can see, creating the lower high. You got a big massive one, and then you got the second one creating the lower high, and then, you know, you actually just boring price action. The confidence to be built on the crypto investment, okay, people to invest in crypto is going to take a long time, in my personal opinion. I think we are around about these levels where we are going to go sideways, you know, some relief pumps, back down again, retesting the lows, and all of this sideways action for some of those good projects is going to be the best buying opportunity, because at some point in the next coming years, you are going to see a big massive hype again. A big massive hype. So this is what I think here on Eternity. If we're going to take a look at the projection in the coming months, it's just going to be trading inside of this major big box that I've just drawn here. It's going to be like that. There's sentiment in crypto right now is dead, basically. So and it's just going to take a long time to recover. If we take a look at the 4 hourly, this basically has just formed this dead cat bounce scenario. There's not much to analyze on these volatile small cryptocurrencies. It's just very likely to retest the lows potentially and go sideways for a long time with some relief rallies. Extremely volatile. I don't usually do analysis on these major cryptos that have these kind of big massive wicks. So not much to add on that, Nepalese. Thank you very much for the super chat, my man. Very much appreciated. Let's take a look. I mean, I got 230 votes. And in the poll here, does 25K come first, then 35K? And 64% of people say yes. There is slightly more people that are bearish. We're having a little bit of pumpy action right now on Bitcoin. So let's take a look at Solana here for Seeker. Absolutely. Let's take a look at Solana right away. Let's take a look at Solana here. Let me just take a look at the mods chat. Yes, all good. Let's take a look at Solana. Solana. I'm trying to go as fast as I can here. I want to take a look at some cryptos for the community. We were talking about yesterday, so must have been taking a look at Solana yesterday, where we were looking for that retest of the $35,000, and for that potential bounce. We are getting that bounce right now. I mean, Solana is getting absolutely crushed compared to some other ones that are still, you know, creating a higher low at this region. Solana has retested the lows of the 12th of May. So what could happen to Solana is that we could potentially relief rally if Bitcoin does behave. And taking a look at some altcoins such as Ethereum, Solana, that have retested the lows over here, you know, there is something that is telling me that the possibilities in Bitcoin actually recovering from this level is very, very possible. A lot of bearish sentiment. I mean, I'm going with the charts and I'm following this fractal. Of course, this fractal takes the Bitcoin price to much, much lower levels. But I do think that a potential retest of the $25,000, $26,000 range is very, very possible. We would have to break, for me to start becoming confident to go to 35K, we would have to come back up after this rejection, come back up here, the $30,600 range. If the Bitcoin price starts getting above this level with high volume, this is going to be looking pretty good. I do see this, you know, potentially having another leg up to the upside, creating this double bottom, and very likely we'll be retesting this level and actually breaking it. But yeah, for the moment, I am staying bearish. As long as we're below this range, I am bearish. So yeah, if it all depends really on Bitcoin. But Solana is looking... It's looking very, very weak. It wants to bounce from this $35 range. Massive big selling pressure with these lower highs. We got this big major support at the $35. Retested. I think, you know, maybe a little bit of volatility and a bounce. And then another retest of these lows and then break down. I mean, this is a bearish pattern where you do have the selling pressure, of course, with the lower highs. And you do have a base at $35. Could you break it in the next coming days? Yeah, it's very, very possible, especially if Bitcoin doesn't behave. If Bitcoin does drop, you know, and retests the 25K, 26K levels in the next coming days, it's going to be absolutely crazy for some altcoins. No doubt in my mind that, you know, Solana will lose this level, this 35K level. And if it does lose 35K, it's not going to be looking good. We can come as low as $20. We can come as low as $20. This is where I expect a huge bounce on Solana. $20 range. It has been the summer lows, all right, of 2021. Look at this. Massive big pumps here in April, all the way till May, till we had that major drop. Of course, then in July, August, Solana is when it went absolutely insane, all the way almost to the $280. But yeah, this summer low area on Solana, if it does come down there, if we break $35, the probabilities in Solana coming down there is very, very high. It is very, very high. We are retesting basically a high level here on Solana. As you can see, it was a spike created on the 6th of July, 6th, 8th of July. We're currently, you know, lost these highs over here. We're currently at the last one. And you can see the price action in between $20 and $35 was very, very fast. Look at this. No big major stops looking at the daily chart. Very fast moves up and down. So if we lose $35, we basically haven't got much support below us. You know, $30 is not no support. $28 is no support. All the way down to $20. We could get that volatility, but it's very, very likely to push down to those levels if we do see Bitcoin coming back down to retest the 25K range. So stay cautious. If we do have a solid 4-hourly candle with high volume breaking down this low over here with high volume right there, if we do get a spike in volume breaking this zone, get ready because much lower levels will be very, very likely on Solana. Stay cautious. The solid breakout here, watch out for fake outs, of course, because if we start making this kind of price action and multiple attempts, I would actually be long in here on Solana. If we do have multiple failed attempts, waiting patiently. If we do have a big solid candle like this, boom, right there with high volume, yeah, you can expect that this small consolidation or retracement will have continuation to the downside. It's just very, very likely to happen on Solana. So stay cautious on Solana. Solid breakout to confirm with high volume. If you have volatility here, few spikes dipping below here on the 1 hourly, the 4 hourly, and actually staying at this range after a few days, it will be a time for a potential long opportunity, at least to the $40, where I do have the next major resistance zone. Wait patiently to see what kind of consolidation happens in the next coming days to jump in a trade. Let me scroll down here. I've got a super chat. Dr. Depingdong. Hi Andy, could you please check out PYR? Love the content, man. Thank you very much for the $5. Absolutely, I can take a look at this crypto. PYR. I'm not sure what this one is, but let's take a look. PYR. Vulcan Forget. It does ring a bell. We can do some TA on this. This does look like it's going to enter a big, massive accumulation zone for the next coming months. So let's take a look at PYR US dollar here on Bitrex. We only had one thing here. We had a kind of an ascending triangle, fake out back inside of the ascending triangle. And then had a big massive drop. Wow. There's not too much market capitalization on this one. 96 million. It's a small mid cap cryptocurrency. Let's see if we do find another one with a little bit more. Yeah, this one over here. We are basically trading at a large consolidation area from 2021. You can see July, August, September. So this is a reason why we do have this spike on the VPVR. So this could be a consolidation area where it's just going to go sideways for a long time. It might just go slightly to the downside and might just consolidate, but it's just going to be very, very boring, guys. When I see this on the altcoins, you know, massive big hype, massive big drop, dead cat bounce right over here, and this is just it's gonna take a long time, guys. It's gonna enter an accumulation zone for many months. Immediate short term on this one. Immediate short term. So I guess you want to know the long-term scenario. I think long-term, like I said, it's going to be a large consolidation. It's going to be very, very boring for many months. Short-term here, looking at the 4-hourly chart, we are creating aggressive lower highs, as you can see, getting very respected lower highs with this trend line. This would have been an insane shorting opportunity. A reason why is because I'm not sure where you can actually trade this PYR, probably on Binance and KuCoin maybe for leverage. But the reason why, I mean, I can see it already here. This was an insane shorting opportunity. At least, you know, why would I have shorted this level over here, this pump? Because of the big spike on the VPVR from this volume traded zone. We're having the lower high resistance trend line. So you got two confluence, big spike on the VPVR, resistance trend line, and, you know, just to add more confluence from these drops over here, Fibonacci from this high to the low, you're hitting the 618, 65 to perfection right there. Look at this, that consolidation at this level. That is when you add up so much confluence, it's just it's a must short position right there. Big spike VPVR, 618 from this high to the low, and resistance trend line from lower highs. You got three confluence, you know, right there. It's enough to take that risk short position, risk some money and get into a trade. And of course, I would, you know, I would be aiming for the 618 from this pump. 618 from this pump would be my take profit one, and protecting my position just in case you actually retest and break the lows in the coming days. So what else? Right, to keep it simple here, just to have something prepared here on PYR. I'm not sure if you wanted to know the short-term analysis or the long-term, what could happen. Long-term, I think it's going to be boring, many months of a potential accumulation zone if this is a good project. But we do have the $3.80 being a major level. Look at this. We've got several bounces. So this is a level that needs to be, you know, considered here on PYR, right? Which is exactly at the $3.80. We got the lower highs at this zone, right? So what we want to see, if we do break this resistance trend line, we want to see a breakout above this level, okay? This is not enough. This is not enough. A lot of people saying, you know, many YouTubers and other analysts saying, you know, they draw a pattern and that's it, right? Where you do have this kind of price action, you know, symmetrical triangle, you break resistance, and then, you know, wow, super bullish, we go into the moon, and this could be a big, massive fake out. And I do explain this a lot of the times, you know, stay cautious with fake outs. You want to break big levels, not only just the trend line. You need to add confluence to your trade, to your movements on the market, not just because you have a textbook pattern and you break it, you know, in an inverse head and shoulder, and you do have, you know, you break the neckline. Are you going to be bullish then? No, you need to add confluence. You need to see major levels, VPVR, volume, Fibonacci, you know, levels also. So if we do break the trend line, basically, I'm not going to be bullish. When I would be bullish looking for opportunities would be when we break here this point of control at the $4.70 range and this last lower high. You know, this is the big major level where I would be looking for trading opportunities. Once we break that level, this is very likely to be very strong support if we do consolidate and test this level. Of course, what would be a rejection range? Well, I would be looking at this level over here. Okay. So just to take a look at trading opportunities, guys, because of course on the live streams, I do want to explain, you know, where would be the trading opportunities, of course. And you are looking at Fibonacci levels. You are looking at last lower highs. So we can see Fibonacci levels with volatility, the $5.20 approximately, which would be round about this zone. You could get that volatility. So if you do break this level, you got this level over here at the $4.60. You got this level here at the $4.20, $4.30. So these are levels where you're very likely going to get some kind of reaction and some potential trading opportunities. If you do see the price action breaking this last lower high, $4.70, you know, you have an insane trading range inside of this level, which you should be taking opportunities. I'm not sure if PYR is available here on Bybit. PYR, no, it's not. But Bybit does have a bunch of cryptocurrencies. They do support, you know, over 50 cryptos. I think they actually got more now. They should be having about 60 or 70 for leverage trading. You got an insane bonus down below, okay, to claim up to $4,050, and you also get 30 days of 0% fee. You do not pay any maker fee for 30 days if you sign up with my link, and you got the insane bonus. I use Bybit for swing trading, and I use Prime XBT for day trading and swing trading other assets such as S&P 500, natural gas. Okay, there is something that I do see. I am in a short position on natural gas. I got some of my mods that think I'm crazy. Why would I short natural gas with the current world situation? Natural gas is going to skyrocket. And yeah, I do agree in the next coming months it might go up, but in the immediate short term, let me just do my analysis on natural gas, because, you know, I do see a distribution, a Wyckoff distribution on natural gas. It's just a classic. This is classic. This happened in Bitcoin, okay? If people are not aware of the Wyckoff distribution that did happen in Bitcoin back in, you know, April, May of 2021, it was absolutely insane. That was the moment that I did take 20% of my profits from my portfolio, from all of the crypto that I did buy in 2019, 2020. All right, but I only took 20% profits of my portfolio right at this level over here, right over here, because this made a massive distribution event right over here. As you can see, this was in, you know, February, March, April of 2021, slightly higher highs. This is, you know, smart money is leaving the market, okay? Smart money is leaving the market at these peaks. And after losing this low over here, this is when I started to panic a little bit, saying, wow, I'm actually gonna, you know, take some profits from all of those bit of crypto that I've been accumulating back from mid 2018, 2019, 2020. Only 20% of profits. It was one crypto that didn't take any profits. My mods know this. Some of the community know this. This is Chainlink. I actually rode Chainlink all the way up and all the way down. But projects such as Vechain, Bitcoin, Ethereum, I did take 20% of profits approximately at this level before the big massive crash. Of course, you know, just a few weeks after, I was thinking to myself, why didn't I take 50% profits or 60 or all of it, right? But this is the thing. You're never gonna, you know, you do have doubts, but this is why you need to kind of percentage, you know, diversify your also dollar cost average in, dollar cost average out kind of thing as well. No, so anyway, just wanted to show you here this distribution event from summer of 2021, just before the summer of 2021 in February, March, April, where smart money is actually getting out because these are not successful breakouts. And I do think that something very, very similar is happening to natural gas right now, where you are seeing, you know, these slightly higher highs. I think smart money is actually leaving the market. Can natural gas go to higher levels? Yes, of course. This is the thing. It's a very important commodity in the world at this moment. And yeah, this could probably fail, of course. But smart money buys down here, you know, February, March, when they see the tensions worldwide of what is currently happening, you know, smart money gets in, you know, buys up or down at these levels. And then smart money, you know, distributes, you know, at these peaks, ready for that potential correction. And that's just my personal opinion. And this is why it's definitely worth the risk. And why is it worth the risk? Because my position here at this pump, okay, this last pump over here, you know, the stop loss is right over here. The risk to reward can be absolutely huge because we could have a pretty aggressive correction in natural gas. Another reason why is because in the summer, July, August, you know, all the way up to September, there is not, you know, that much demand on natural gas. Usually in the summer, the demand goes down. I don't know, it's just adding a few things, and it's just something I wanted to point out there. Could it be totally wrong? Yeah, but that's totally fine because we got a stop loss here to protect our capital. Bang, if this happens on natural gas, then yeah, this didn't work out. We got stopped out. We move on to our next trade. Let's scroll down here through the comment section and check out here. Can you please check out KASTA chain? Will it fall below $0.01 if Bitcoin falls to 22K-ish? Let's take a look at this. Thanks for the super chat, Nepalese. KASTA chain. Let's take a look at KASTA chain. KASTA chain, Kai US dollar. Wow. Let's take a look if we do have more price data here somewhere. Well, it's just yeah, it's almost at the 1 cent. By the looks of things, it can reach the 1 cent level. Of course, it's only at 1.5 cents, so why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't it drop, you know, 0.5% more? It's very, very possible. I'm just trying to find if there's any more price data here on TradingView. Hang on 1 second. Bitfinex, no, shorts and longs, we don't want this. On Qcoin, there we go. We have a little bit of more data here. Let's go to the 3-day chart, zoom out a little bit. Yeah, of course. I mean, we do have the lows here from 2020. Can we retest this level? Of course we can. This is round about the 1 cent range. Absolutely. I mean, absolutely. Especially if the Bitcoin dominance goes up. If we do start seeing the Bitcoin dominance going up, I do have a potential target in the coming months on the Bitcoin dominance. And this is the 54-55% levels. I do think Bitcoin dominance in this bearish market, this boring sideways price action that we are potentially going to see in the next coming months, is going to take the Bitcoin dominance all the way back up here to around about the 55% levels. This will be the moment. It'll be very good to enter some altcoins, of course, the good projects. And if Bitcoin dominance does continue to the upside and Bitcoin price does actually retest 25K levels and that slightly dips below that range, of course, above $20,000, there will be a lot of altcoins that will be retesting much lower levels, such as KASTA chain going down to 1 cent. Of course, this is very, very possible. No doubt in my mind that this could happen if Bitcoin goes down to 22K-ish. Yes, absolutely. No doubt in my mind. Remember, we are in a very, very big macro bearish trend. And, you know, people will get excited in this relief rallies. I think we need to see a big, large accumulation, you know, several months. Big investors will trick you. There will be big pumps. People will get excited. They will push the price straight back down because they want to accumulate. They want you to buy here and to sell, you know, while you're coming down. They will manipulate the price because they want to buy at cheaper levels. And they want to buy for many, many months, you know, even 1 to 2 years. So these big major relief rallies, I would be looking for shorting opportunities. You know, if KASTA chain does come back up to this range, then yeah, I would be potentially looking for some shorting opportunities at the 3 cent level. 382 here, Fibonacci retracement, big consolidation. Take a look at VPVR. You know, the trend is your friend. You start seeing some big major spikes here of volume on the VPVR because of this consolidation range. It's going to be a rejection point here for potential continuation to the downside. So anyway, your question is, if Bitcoin does go down to 22K-ish, will KASTA chain go down to 1 cent level? And yeah, my answer is absolutely, no doubt in my mind. We would just have to lose this low that we did create on the 12th of May. And then, yeah, but this would be a very good buying opportunity, in my opinion, if you strongly believe in this project. I have no idea what this one is. I have heard about it before. KASTA chain. I will take a look at it. I am going to take a look at this one. KASTA chain. It seems like it's a blockchain project. It has its own blockchain. So I'll have a look at it. Why not? Let's take a look. Yo, guys, want me out? That's totally fine. Right, can you take a look at Vet? Absolutely. Let's take a look at Vechain for Andre. Absolutely. Let's take a look at Vechain. Let's take a look, see what's going on with Vechain. I just want to take a look at the poll. I got almost 400 votes. And does 25K come first, then 35K? And 65% of people say yes. So we got more people that are bearish still here. Looking at the poll, almost 400 votes. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at Vechain. See what's going on. Best Vechain that I bought was in March of 2020. It was my best investment. Vechain has been my best cryptocurrency investment. Still up almost about 10x on Vechain. Still up on about 10x on Vechain. I bought Vechain at 0.0029, right at this level over here in March of 2020. It was absolutely insane. Yeah, did over a 50x on Vechain at the peak. Of course, I did not sell all of my Vechain. I'm holding 80% of my Vechain that I did buy here. But with that 20% that I actually took profits, yeah, I'm well off in profits. I'm still in profits right now. So anyway, taking a look at Vechain. Vechain has actually been my best investment in crypto. We're looking at percentage gains. Right. Let me go to the weekly chart, zoom out a little bit here on Vechain. Super chat. I got a super chat. Let me take a look at the super chat right away. Thank you for letting me know, Seb. Thank you for letting me know. I'll go through the super chat right away. Just 1 second. I'll take a look at Vechain. And Domek, thank you very much for the €2 super chat. I'll take a look at your question right now. But let's take a look at, I mean, this is just such a classic chart of, you know, massive big bubble burst. And it's just going to enter a large consolidation in the next coming months. Talking about months, you know, it could be 6 months, it could be 18 months, but yeah, this will be the opportunity of a lifetime for a lot of good projects. It's going to be very boring, but it's, you know, boring is exciting. I'll tell you that. I wasn't bored when I was buying Bitcoin in 2018, 2019 and 2020. It was very exciting. So exciting times ahead of us, next couple of years. Let's and I think, you know, a good accumulation zone for Vechain, if you strongly believe in the project and you do think it will succeed, you know, in the next coming years, this is already starting to be a good accumulation zone. We did get a perfect bounce from the largest spike on the VPVR from the volume traded the last 3-4 years. I mean, let's go to the logarithmic. I wish I could get this. You can't really see it on the logarithmic. Hang on 1 second. You know, just want to show you here the largest mountain here of VPVR starts right there. Look how we just start at round about the 2 cent level. We almost hit the 2 cent. We just hit 2.3 cent. If Vechain goes down to 2 cent level, it's a very good buying zone in my personal opinion. I don't see Vechain successfully breaking much lower than 2 cents. It's going to enter a large accumulation zone for many months, you know, round about this 2 cent zone. 3 cent, 1.5 cent. It's just going to stay around this range for a long time, in my personal opinion. And it's going to be a great levels to accumulate. I'm a strong believer in Vechain. This is why I still hold in my portfolio Vechain. It must be about 6% approximately of my portfolio. And yeah, this is the thing. I think Vechain is looking very good to accumulate in the next coming months at those levels in between 1.5 cent and 3 cent range. Zooming in here on Vechain. Right, zooming in here on Vechain on the 4-hourly chart. We have a big massive trading zone. It's been respecting very much these highs and these lows. So we have a trading zone here on Vechain, where we do have the lows here at the 2.8 cents. And we have the highs here at the 3.4 cents, as you can see. As soon as you break out from this box, it is very likely to, you know, if you do have a successful breakout with volume, if you go to the downside, this is the thing, you know, this is the risky thing of dropping down from this box, where you're going to think that you are going to get rejected from this point and continue down. I would be extremely cautious. If we take a look at fib level here from the lows to the highs on Vechain, yeah, the 618. We've got a large consolidation here on the 4-hourly chart. You've got 618, and this is how you trap traders. This is how you trap traders, where you think you're going to lose the low and absolutely, you know, continue to the downside, and you might have a big massive bounce at the 618, large consolidation, you know, create a higher low and continue to the upside. Stay cautious with this potential move on Vechain. Massive, you know, classic fake out and big massive pump. If you lose these lows, most of the traders are going to, retail traders going to think that this is going to continue down. I would stay very cautious from this dead cat bounce. Or depending on Bitcoin, of course. If we do break above this range, I would be looking for shorting opportunities. I wouldn't be looking for longs. Where would I be looking for the longs? Well, let's take a look right now. I mean, this is the thing. I'm taking a look at the longer time frame to look at accumulation zones. Of course, my opinion, like I said, long term, Okay, zooming out on the daily or 3-day chart, large accumulation for many, many months, in between 6 months and 18 months for major opportunities. Short time frame, okay, looking for the next coming days, coming weeks, you know, the potential levels that we could get big rejection. I'm just taking a look at fib level from this high on the 4-hourly chart on the 10th of May till the lowest part of the drop, and looking at the 61865 Fibonacci retracement, and it is almost touching this low over here that we created on the 10th of May. So it's a major zone where I do think we could get heavily rejected. And this is the thing, a lot of the traders might think, okay, we're breaking a zone, this means that we are going to go to much higher levels, and there's a highly resistance level in between the 3.5-3.6 cent level. You might hit that range. If you consolidate a little bit, this is very likely going to get a correction and maybe lose these highs. It's just going to be a fake out. So stay cautious with this, because a lot of people just focus on the highs here. And if you break it, then people might be very, very bullish. And what you might have is this kind of price action. I would be eyeing this. If you start making this kind of movement double top, I'm entering a short on Vechain at the 3.5-3.6 cent level. I mean, just a little bit of analysis right there. You basically looking for that kind of A, B, you know, C correction all the way up here, getting above slightly the A point. Yeah, that's what I got for Vechain. Could you look at Luna, please, Andy? Absolutely, Domek. I'll be taking a look at Luna right away. Let's take a look at Luna. Luna. Domek says, Luna, Andy, mortgaged my house and sold my kids for that €2 super chat. Yeah, I'm taking a look at Luna right away. But Luna 2.0, I guess. Is it Luna 2.0? Luna 2.0, not the classic Luna, right? Because classic Luna, the classic Luna is dead. I think, or is it? Yeah, classic Luna is dead basically. So I would assume it's the new Luna because this one's dead. I mean, look at this. Look at the price action on classic Luna. You can't even zoom in. It's just flat. Price action is just flat. Yeah, nothing to say about classic Luna. It's just has been a big massive Ponzi pyramid scheme kind of crypto, and very fishy action from the scammer of the creator. We need to say it, you know. What is the new Luna? How could I find the new Luna? Let me just check here, because I can only see the old Terra Luna. I actually haven't done analysis on Terra Luna. We got this one, which is it is trading at $6.47, but it's the same name. So Terra Luna, or should I put Terra 2.0? I mean, this is the thing. Which one is it? Terra. Yeah, we cannot. Yeah, there we have it. I mean, this is the thing. They have combined Luna 2.0 with the old classic Luna on the chart. So what happened here is, of course, you had some charts they have put it together, and this you cannot do charting analysis, unfortunately, on Terra Luna to look at major levels, because it's had a transition from the crap Luna to a crap 2.0 Luna by the looks of things. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I would stay away. You know, this is like you know, what happened to Bernie Madoff? He actually made a big massive Ponzi. What happened? He was sentenced to jail for over 150 years. This guy, the Terra Luna guy, I'm not sure what his name is right now. He made a huge Ponzi, $60 billion disappeared, and what's happened? He makes Terra 2.0. I don't know, man. I stayed away from Terra. And I'm not looking to buy any Terra, of course. There's not much to analyze here. Terra 2.0 launch, big massive pump on the exchange, you know, and then, you know, sideways action. This is very likely to have a big corrective move. There's not much more on the launches of cryptos. This is what happens. Big massive pump. I think people will not, you know, lost interest. It's just going to be very, very boring. Not much to analyze. I personally am staying away from this. Could you speculate? Could you make some gains? Yeah, of course, but there's not much to analyze on that. Guys, this is... I've got another super chat, Mods chat. Okay, let's take a look at mods chat. Let's take a look right away. Okay, hang on 1 second. Request Network for Alisa. Thanks for the super chat, Alisa. Let's take a look at Request Network right away. Request Network, I remember, had a massive big pump all the way to around about the $1 range or so. Had a huge massive pump and then a big massive correction. Request Network. Hang on 1 second. Let's take a look at Request here at another chart, because we did have... This was an absolute fail, because I was looking for Request Network to hold the $25, but then the market sentiment in crypto just got absolutely crushed. I think let's go to the weekly chart here 1 second. I remember talking about Request Network here. I did buy Request Network at about 2 cents and sold at 6 cents. Made a 3x and sold. Huge massive cycle. I think something similar could happen to Request Network. Like I said, on many of the altcoins, it's just going to enter a huge, massive, large consolidation. These are massive. These are bubbles. These are market bubbles. You know, there's a massive hype. There's a massive big pop. People still have hope at these levels, and it's just going to enter a large consolidation till most of the people are just going to exit crypto. They're just going to not invest. They're going to think it's dead. It's not going anywhere. And it's just very likely to have this kind of price action. Also, where is the lows, you may ask, on Request Network? Well, I think this is a big level over here, where we very likely not going to dip below the 5 cent level. We currently just hit around about the 9 cent level on Request Network. Can we go slightly to the downside? Yeah, of course. I think we're around about these ranges right now. Look at this. We're still very aggressive. We're still in a very aggressive drop. There is no kind of consolidation. The moment you start consolidating and going sideways like this is the moment you can dollar cost average very heavily. People that think that crypto is going to have a V-shaped recovery in the next coming months, I think is a little bit foolish, because markets don't work like this. Markets need to be very boring. You need to get exhausted. People just need to give up. And the moment people give up is the best moment you can accumulate. Because then, you know, you can make huge gains, you know, at some point in the next coming years. So this is the thing on Request Network. You want to know my long-term, you know, potential range? I think round about the 5 cent level, being realistic, you know, I think Request Network can come as low as 5 cent easily. We're still coming down, as you can see on the chart. No signs of stopping anytime soon. At least you have a curve here, back here in 2018. At least you're having a curve, as you can see. You're still in an aggressive drop on Request Network. So if your take is, you know, what can happen to Request in the next coming months, I think it needs to find a floor. It needs to have a curve action. All right. And it might be around about the 5 cent level. And then that would be a great accumulation zone. As soon as you start going sideways for many weeks, you can have, you know, you can see that the price is potentially bottoming out at those levels for a potential accumulation. I think Request Network is a pretty good project. Short-term analysis, I mean, it's a little bit volatile, a lot of pump and dumpy action here, as you can see. Very risky to trade, in my personal opinion. But we got to remember we are in an aggressive downtrend, so you're still creating massive lower highs, as you can see. I do think that we are going to retest the lows here in the coming weeks. Okay, 9 cent. We're currently trading below 12 cent. You know, a little bit of volatility here, and then continue back down is what I think is going to happen on Request Network the next coming days and weeks. Not much to add on this. This is extremely volatile. You can trade this, but yeah, stay cautious because these have big, massive spikes to the upside or to the downside that will liquidate you if you use too much leverage in no time. This one can be traded on Bybit. Okay, you do have this crypto on Bybit. They did add it, Request Network. You can trade Request Network on Bybit. If you're an experienced trader, you know the deal. You got an insane bonus down below, okay, of up to $4,050 worth of bonus. Yeah, not much to add here, guys. Been over an hour here on the live stream. Let's take a look if we do have another super chat. Request is dead. Please look at it. Invested a lot at 38 cent level. Will survive. And what is the future price prediction, please? Oh, wow. I mean, if you invested at 38 cent level, yeah. I mean, I do think it's a very, very good project. It's all about automated request payment, and I think it will have a future. It is a pretty cool project, and I think it will have a good future. I think you just have to wait patiently, and if it goes sideways for a long, long time, it's going to enter an accumulation zone. All right, get ready for some boring price action, guys. A lot of you people, I know, I did ask a poll in the comment section, and I was asking, did you get into crypto in 2021 and 2022? And I think it was about 65% or even 70% of people said yes. 70% of people, you know, invested in 2021 and 2022. And the moment, guys, if you guys stick around the next coming years, we will be finding a lot of projects that will be going down, but I'll be accumulating. I'll be sharing what I am buying for the next couple of years, and hopefully we'll be making huge gains. So just for that, make sure to smash up the like button and subscribe to the channel. You are awesome, Andy. Thank you for all the guidance and insight. Wow, Beverly, thank you very much for saying that. Right, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up, okay, for this live stream. But first of all, yeah, Cardia Chain has been checked already. I got Jojo here, one of my mods, saying, you know, Cardia Chain has been blessed. I don't want to miss any super chat. Right, yeah, thank you guys for joining the live stream. I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to try and make a video update tomorrow. You know my thoughts on Bitcoin. I think, you know, it's going to be boring, of course, in the weekend. It is usually boring on the weekend. Maybe some slightly pumps, slightly sideways action. You know what I think could happen in the next coming hours and days. I think just it's going to basically do some sideways action here. I would start becoming bullish if Bitcoin does manage to break above $30,500, $30,600 for that double bottom and that continuation to the upside. Till then, yeah, really rally here a little bit. We might be hitting the 618 from this drop and create a lower high and maybe have continuation to the downside. It is more likely, the probabilities to come down, you know, to the $28,600 is high. You know, there's higher probabilities in coming down to this range. Thank you, guys. Make sure to smash up the like button. Tracy, thank you for joining. Seb, Joseph, Mark Dutch, you guys are amazing. Community, smash up the like button on your way out. Check out the Bitcoinsensus website for the latest news and articles that we do post every single day, okay? Why El Salvador has not launched Bitcoin bonds yet. Check out this article here in the Bitcoinsensus website down below. Follow our socials also. Thank you. And I'll see you in the next one.